What up, guys? It is your boy Directsun here, bringing you back another NBA video. Today is November the 6th, 2019, and we're going to get into this 9-game NBA slate. Before we do anything, if you're new to the channel, my name is Directsun. I do cover daily and DFS sports, just the NBA and NFL, as currently those are the two most popular DFS on Draftkings right now, and those are the most I enjoy doing. So, if you wouldn't mind, before we start this video, go down and subscribe to the channel. I do bring great value and hit on a lot of my top tier plays, so go and subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and if you don't mind, hit a like on this video if you find any value from it. Once again, if you don't find any value, then don't like it, but if you do find value, like the video, and of course subscribe. So let's get into this 9-game slate, guys. I usually go over my top tier plays, my value plays, my mid-range plays, and I give you guys a lineup, since most of you guys really like the lineups. I do not recommend to put in the lineups, the ones that I give you, because obviously I'm recording this not near lock. So if you are going to put in this lineup, I do recommend putting in my top tier plays, but my value plays always do most likely change before lock. If you guys have any questions or anything like that due to lock, ask me my value plays that are updated. Anything that's updated, go down in the description, follow me on any of my social media accounts, there's links there, and go follow me, DM me any questions you might have. Or you can go down in the comments down below and ask me any questions there, as I do answer them before lock, as I always do. So let's get into this video. So the top tier plays that I'm going to play first is obviously going to be at center, which is going to be KarlAnthony Towns, coming off his 2-game suspension. You know he's going to be fresh. He's going to come in there with a full allotment of minutes. This is going to be more of a Minnesota domination over Memphis, because there's no one really to stop KarlAnthony Towns except for Jonas Valanciunas, which is on a minutes restriction, and I don't think he'll play anywhere near to what KarlAnthony Towns is going to play, near 35 minutes, especially if this game's competitive. So I do like KarlAnthony Towns in this spot. You know, he's been beasting out before he got suspended, being able to push 82, 73, 49, so you know his floor is around 50 points. 28 is an outlier, but as you know, his floor is around 50 points, and his ceiling gets you around 82. I can project around 70 to 75 points in this one. He's going to have an absolutely monster game, especially coming off that 2-game suspension, not even an injury, just a suspension, and he's been resting this whole entire time, so he's going to come out there and getting all the minutes there, and especially if Jeff Teague is out, his usage is even going to go more up in this lineup. So I really do like KarlAnthony Towns over some of the bigs that we have options like Embiid. I do like him over Embiid because Utah's plays a little bit more slow, and I do like him over Drummond, who I know is been beasting out, but I feel like he's a good pivot off of Andre Drummond, whom a lot of people might be on, which I may be wrong, but I do think KarlAnthony Towns is a better play than Andre Drummond in this slate. So let's go into my next top tier play, and that is going to be on the power forward side, and that is going to be Kristaps Porzingis. I really do like him this play here. For only 7,700, Luka Doncic has been on like a roll. Luka Doncic has been killing the game of late. He's been putting up back-to-back 70s, back-to-back triple doubles, so with 15 assists. So I do think that's gonna decrease a little bit. I don't think he's gonna put up another 70 burger again. And I do think Kristaps Porzingis is gonna get back into the rotation, playing a full allotment of minutes. You know, he's been kind of slumping, I guess you could say, but I feel like his role is going to go up. I think he can score 56 points against, especially versus an Orlando team who's not really known for their defense. Once again, I do think Kristaps Porzingis is a good solid play versus this Orlando team. And I wouldn't mind getting Kristaps Porzingis to pivot off from Luka Doncic through that ownership. I don't think Kristaps Porzingis is going to be owned too much, and I feel like he's a great play, especially per power forward. And another top tier play that I'm going to go with is Pascal Siakam for 8,000 DK dollars. And going against Sacramento, Toronto just took a loss versus Milwaukee a couple days ago. Toronto's going to go against Sacramento, who's a horrible team, and Toronto's going to be at home. Siakam did put up a dud in his last game, only scoring 16 points, 27 fantasy points, and you know that's not going to You know that's not going to hold up. This guy's usually gets you 30 points in game points, and he can score you. His ceiling 66, his floor is not 26, that's an outlier. His floor is maybe 38 to 40 points. He can do it, especially versus Sacramento team in a bounce position for the Toronto Raptors and Siakam overall. I do think he's a great play for forward for only 8,000. So now we're going to go towards my mid-range plays, and my mid-range plays for point guard is going to be RJ Barrett. You know, this guy's just been beasting out. He hasn't really put up much production, kind of averaging around that 30-point range. But his minutes are there, 41, 39, 31, 40, 37, 36. You know, this guy's going to get the minutes. It's just if his production's going to be there. And I think he has a very nice matchup versus Detroit. We continue to go against guards against Detroit, who are down a couple point guards and have a couple injuries, and I don't think Markieff Morris, if he's going to be matched up with this, or Tony Snell, or Thon Maker are going to be able to guard RJ Barrett. I feel like he's going to be able to put up a nice stat line here. He can shoot the three, grab your rebounds, grab assists, blocks, and steals. Overall, he's an overall player who gets you those steals and blocks. And I do like him putting up a good stat line around here to 35 to 40 points for RJ Barrett. It is a good medium for him, and I think he's in a smash spot for only 6,700, which his price tag should be around 7,500 for me. But his production just been a little bit too low for the minutes, but his minutes are there, and you just can't go wrong with those minutes for RJ Barrett. So the next play that we're going to go with is still in the mid-range, and it is going to be a guard who usually goes off whenever Kawhi is out, and that is going to be Lou Williams. Lou Williams is just another smash spot. Milwaukee is a tough matchup, but Lou Williams always puts up great numbers versus not versus Milwaukee, but whenever Kawhi's out, Lou Williams always has a good game. He scores you. He's a scorer off the bench. He might not give you assists or rebounds, but when he gets assists and rebounds is when he gets you those great fantasy days, is when he gets assists and rebounds. So he could put up 22 points, but then get eight assists and then 3 rebounds and get you 40 points. So you really want him to be an overall game manager out there and scoring the bucket. And I think this is another spot where he can do it, especially versus Milwaukee in a competitive game. And without no Kawhi, Lou Williams is going to be a top target to see over 30 minutes again. And he coming off the bench, so he's probably going to see that secondary defense, which is going to be even benefit more of Lou Williams. And he's just a premier scorer who I think is just going to in a smash spot versus Milwaukee for 6,500. And I don't mind sliding him into my shooting guard spot. So other players that I have, I'm going to start is in the guard position, and that is going to be Brooks. Brooks is a great player, especially if Jaren Jackson's out. He becomes a really good play in there. I'm just going to slide him into the guard position. Brooks. So we're just going to analyze him here. So Dillon Brooks, in his last game with Jaren Jackson, put up 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist, just 1 rebound off that double-double, but 33 fantasy points for 4,200. His price tag does go up, but I do think he's too cheap on this slate. Going against Minnesota, who doesn't really have any defenders that can defend Dillon Brooks, and if Jaren Jackson's once again out, his usage is still going to go to 32 minutes, and I feel like he's a smash play, especially for his value, and he's just a value play. He's either going to get you, I feel like he can get you 25 to 30 points in this one, and even 29 to 28 points is great for Dillon Brooks, who can get you on the glass and he can score points. So he is a good play to insert into your guard position. So another person I'm going to go with is SF. Not many people are on him. No one really. He just came off injury. No one really knows about him, and he's going to be CJ Miles. CJ Miles is a 3-point shooter. He's has been consistent with the Toronto Raptors a couple years ago. I remember him. He shoots a lot of threes, and when he shoots a lot of threes, that's where he scores a lot of his points. He played only 19 minutes versus Detroit, which wasn't even really a blowout. In the beginning, near the end, it started to become a blowout, but they still had a decent amount of their starters in. CJ Miles just came off of what it was, an injury or suspension, came off and scored 18.5 fantasy points, and that's exactly what you want for his price tag at 3,000. Is scoring you 20 fantasy points, and you know his ceiling is 30 fantasy points. So you know if he gets hot from beyond the arc, and you know Washington needs playmakers, and if he's playmaking, he's going to get high 20 minutes. So I think CJ Miles is in a great spot for only 3,000, and is usually a dart throw, but is a more safe dart throw if there's a safer dart throw, and being CJ Miles. So he's an easy start for me in the SG spot, and in the small forward spot, sorry. And then going with the utility, not many people know him. Once again, I'm going with another unknown value play, and that being Noel. The reason for me picking Noel at 3,000 is because Jeff Teague, if he's out, and Shazier, the backup for Minnesota, is also out, doubtful for the game. So Noel becomes a really good spot to pick up minutes for the main point guard position. You know, he doesn't have any starts. He just got recalled from the G League. So, you know, I feel like he can get, if he gets you 20 points to 25 points in this one, is great value for 3,000 price tag. And I think he's just an overall good player. They can slide in there for only 3,000. And I'm going to just put Brooks in here in the utility. So guys, this is it. This is my lineup, going from my top tier plays to my mediocre plays, or not mediocre, but medium plays, from the 7K to 5K range. And then we got our value plays, and being Brooks, Noel, CJ Miles, and I guess you could say Lou Williams, but not really. And this is a lineup that you can win in certain to cash games. Remember to comment down below if to ask for my updated value plays, and to follow me on my social medias. Links in the description, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. We are growing. We are gained 30 subscribers in the last 3 weeks, which is really good for me. We're getting consistent 100 viewers, so go share my channel, being able to turn on your post notifications whenever I post daily at NBA, so go do that. And this is going to be the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and have a good day, guys, and good luck. This is Directsun, logging off. Peace.